This is the J-Hawks Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
All right, welcome aboard on the J-Hawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Clayberg, Luke Baldwin at my side, along with Anthony Bond, Eric Clark, running the technical stuff here in the upper patio of the South Gym here in Jesup. Tonight it is Game 3 for the varsity girls, for the Jayhawks, coming in with a record of 1-1. A hard-fought loss, I guess I would say, on Tuesday against Hudson. Got out of the gate quick. There were some challenging moments in the middle part of the game. Really fought back, but Luke, when you look at the lineup he had, the rotations he was working through, they're still trying to find their rhythm. I think maybe we'll see it tonight, but it's going to be a challenge against a highly ranked Denver team.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an odd game for sure. Like you said, we did start off well. But yeah, we just kind of fell apart in there, and I don't think there's much sense in rehashing, what happened. Wow, I just about saw a cheerleader go down there. I don't think it's worth rehashing all of that, but to focus on the positive, I felt like they really came back around in the fourth quarter and really played tough. And more like what we know Jesup is capable of. And if they can come out with that kind of intensity tonight from the start and play that all the way through, I think we got a much better chance. So
Denver coming in, at least looking at their updated score for what we have, looks like they faced Crestwood recently. 83-54 was the win there. Losing to Grundy Center, 81-46 the other night. On Tuesday, bring us in here to Jesup. They'll travel over to Dyke, and Dyke, New Hartford, and Wapsie Valley next week. But again, they're coming right now, record of 1-1 in the North Iowa Cedar Central League. And Talon LaFrance is their leading point player, 16.5 points per game, shooting close to 50% and about 37% from the field. So we'll keep an eye on her. But you look down there, Luke. There's some height on this Denver team. I don't know what's in the well water that's coming through the Denver water tower, but that's a history of Denver and the Cyclones.
Well, a couple of their tallest girls, the Mullahan twins, they both stand about, 6-foot-ish, somewhere in that area, and they inherited those from down the road, or up the road, I should say. So they got a little height by the way of the transfer portal, we'll call it. I don't know.
They're similar.
But you're right. They've got height and they've got athleticism. That's a group of girls that a lot of them are coming off the state volleyball championship. So they are very capable of putting together some real nice looking basketball.
Let's get ready for our starting lineups. And public address announcer Dan Fox has those.
Jesup High School proudly supports and practices good sportsmanship by supporting your team, respecting the abilities of the opposition and the decisions of the officials. You can create an environment that is reflective of the community. Be a class act, be a good sport, be a winner in the game of sportsmanship. Please welcome tonight's game officials: Asper Williams, Cam Turner, Makwan McCoo. Now, the starting lineup for the Denver Cyclones. A junior, number 11, Miley Kern. A junior, number 12, Riley Ackerson. A junior, number 15, Gracie McMillingham. A junior, number 22, Channing Johnson. A junior, number 23, Bailey Monlingham. Denver's coached by Joseph Frost. Now for our Jayhawks, a senior, number 2, Peyton Youngblood. A senior, number 5, Sage Spade. A junior, number 11, Emma Boo. A junior, number 12, J. Conrad. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor our nation and flag while paying respect to our men and women in uniform around the world who protect our liberties and way of life with the playing of our national anthem.
The playing of our national anthem, Jesup's High School Pep Band in attendance tonight. And what I was doing earlier, talking about previewing this game, I was previewing the boys' basketball game. You know, if you were just joining in, I wanted to kind of tease ahead what's to come. But as far as the girls' basketball, that is 2-0. As I stand corrected, thank you, Mr. Baldwin. Channing Johnson averaging 16 points a game for Denver. They got 2 wins, beat Crestwood 45-42, and over at Grundy Center the other night, actually a squeaked out a win there, 32-30. But Jesup coming in 1-1, lost up at Waukon, actually went up at Waukon, lost the other night, as we said, against Hudson. So we're set to go here, Luke.
Hey, and you know you're a proactive guy, so I'm not at all surprised.
just want to stay ahead.
You were ahead, man. Hey, let me run through these starters real quick as we watch the beginning of this game for the Denver Cyclones. We've got a junior forward, number 11, Miley Thurm, junior guard, number 12, Breely Ackerson, a freshman, a junior guard/forward, number 15, Grace Mullahan, a junior guard, number 22, Channing Johnson, and a junior guard/freshman, number 23, Bailey Mullahan. For your Jesup J-Hawks, number 2, Peyton Youngblood, a senior. Another senior, number 5, Sage Bain. Juniors, Emma Bowes, number 11, Jaden Bowes, number 12, and then another senior, number 23, Olivia Nesbitt.
So we are in action, and Jesup is they've each had a possession, and Denver is successful on this end of the floor for their second time down. Channing Johnson gets that basket, and that'll be a big one for them to kick things off. Again, this Denver squad, you're going to probably see, and Luke, you probably have a better idea than I do of how many volleyball players are on here that earned themselves a championship this past fall in the state level.
You know, I don't know how many they have, but I know there's a fair amount of them. The Mullahan twins for sure were on that team. They were both named to the all-tournament team, volleyball state all-tournament team, whatever that's called. As we see Emma Bowes with the steal, can't convert the layup. But there's quite a number of them on this team that play volleyball. So as we said, no lack of athleticism.
Well, and just even having that championship experience and being able to be resilient.
Success breeds success.
Yeah, definitely that mentality and that level of confidence. Youngblood, left side. Bowes brings it up top. Girls really fought last on Tuesday, Luke, was the turnover battle.
Nice block by Emma Bowes there.
Gave up a ton of turnovers, but we saw them really improve as the game went along as they were trying to figure out what they were doing for that home opener.
Yep. And we talked about it quite a bit. You know, they were pretty tentative. They just didn't look strong with the ball, and then end of the third, throughout the fourth, they just I think they just picked up their confidence.
Denver with the ball. Johnson, right side of Mullahan, and she hits a three. So Denver has doubled up on the trays. Jesup still looking for their crack of that zero with just under 6 minutes to play in the 4 quarters here in Jesup tonight, going towards that south basket. And we hear our first whistle, but it's going to be a timeout taken by head coach Jordan Conrad. Looks like he's going to stay with his starting 5. Just a couple minutes into this, and we will already anticipate seeing Marley Shizzle. We will see Zabel. We will see Weber, all coming in there. I don't know if you noticed that, Luke, as they're in the huddle, Dylan Vogel, was kind of pushing Weber in there. The freshman was like, "Hey, you need to be in there listening to this too."
And we'll probably see Dylan Vogel before this is all said and done. She comes off the bench to provide a nice little support, not only as a ball handler, but she's a feisty little thing, and she'll get after a girl. Still developing her, how do you want to say, her awareness. Sometimes she gets her hands a little too deep in there and fouls, but she'll get that all straightened out. There you go, Emma Bowes.
And that's going to come with practice. Emma with her first basket, Jessup's first basket. Kick that ball out, deep shot from Mullahan.
So a lot of these girls, some of these girls, the Mullahans grew up, or from, I don't know, probably 3rd grade through 8th grade, played with quite a few of these Jesup girls. So there's some good friendships on the court here. When you're on the court, you're enemies, of course, but they've had a lot of fun together over the years and a lot of good memories. So it's nice to see those two out there again on the same court with these other gals. It's not the first time. It happened last year too, but that was at their place. So this is the first time I've seen them all on the same court.
Under 5 to go, first quarter. Again, Denver coming in with a 2-0 record. Number 8th in the state, I believe, is where they're sitting at right now. A 3-shot from Johnson. That's going to go, and that is all that Denver has needed so far was that 3-point shot.
Yeah, and if you're going to leave one kid alone, that is not the kid you want to leave alone. She can fill it up all night long.
Peyton Weber angled out, decides she's going to try a 3. Top of the backboard will signal a whistle. And Shizzle will make her way into the game. Zabel
is coming in.
Check in.
I think she missed the scorer's table, so she'll provide a little height down low.
There's something that I didn't realize till it was pointed out to me about a year ago, that we're like the only gym that the scorer's table doesn't sit directly at midcourt.
Yeah, isn't that weird? And the funny thing
is, really thought
about it. I didn't even know that until recently.
So it makes it a little different for coaches and players checking in. Under 4, it's an 11-2 ball game. Get advantage to Denver and the Cyclones. And Jessup's getting shots off. I wouldn't say they're turning the ball over. They're getting some shots off. They're just not getting to the drop.
Yeah, they're a little slow with the ball movement right now. They've got to get that ball moving around, get the defense off balance so that they can create some driving lanes and get some more open looks.
But you got to really watch Denver just getting in a flow, getting comfortable on the floor. Take some time moving that ball around. Another straight-on attempt for Johnson, looking for her 3rd made 3-pointer. Again, boys game will follow. We'll talk to head coach Joe Smines coming up at halftime. Talk about last Tuesday's game. Zabel takes the 3,
there you go.
And that was needed for Jesup.
That was a good job. Got it down at the corner. Emma drove the middle, kicked out, and had a nice open look and resulted in 3 points.
She's been averaging about 15 points a game.
That was a kid that kind of surprised me with good defense by the Jayhawks, forcing the turnover there on the near side. And we do see Vogel come into the game, as well as sophomore Peyton Weber. The nice thing about this squad is we've got about 3 to 4 girls that are all kind of interchangeable down near that baseline. Good height, good strength.
Yeah, when you go 9 deep on your bench, and granted you're looking to find some good combinations out there, and there's all youth on that floor right now.
Yep.
So all seniors are on the bench right now, getting some rest. Open down low, quickly Vogel reaches over there, approaching the 2-minute mark. Hold that pivot foot. Denver gets a shot off. Zabel pulls that in, and she'll allow Emma to bring that up. Nice job by
Jesup defending that. They got to be careful not to overcommit when closing out on that 3-point line.
Turnover on that dribble. That was something that caught them on Tuesday. Getting turnovers off that dribble and looking for the pass down low, and we're going to see a foul as Denver has their attempt.
I think that was
okay.
So Mullahan,
okay,
little extra step before she got it up. But you're right. Had she not traveled, that was absolutely going to be a foul. Still getting used to being up here again, Nate. After the long off. A whole year for me. You come from football, so you're kind of.
I come up here during volleyball a little bit.
Yeah, you were up here during. That's right. You did call some volleyball games and do some wrestling this year.
We will do some wrestling. Yeah, we'll
get Levi Vogel up here.
Get Levi back. I think he's set to go. So that was a nice change we had last year. You know, brought Sauer in the football box last year, this past fall.
Got some guys that actually know what the heck they're talking about.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Sauer showed up with like game prep, and I go, you've done more prep than Luke did in 7 years doing this.
And that's not a lie, folks.
I've only known you to do prep when I'm not here.
That's the only time I do prep.
Turn underneath, Vogel. Actually, Nesbitt right in there. Persistent on the defense, but does end up drawing a foul. But
it's going to send Grace Mullahan to the line to shoot a pair. Second team foul on Jesup. Just one for the Cyclones. Mullahan drops the first. And no good on the second. Board by Olivia Nesbitt. So here's something we're going to see a lot as time goes on here, or I'm anticipating anyway. Vogel, you know, she brought that ball up, and she just looks like a ball handler, doesn't she? She takes off with that ball with a lot of confidence and has her head up looking to make that next pass. So, you know, we do graduate Peyton Youngblood this year, who's doing a great job at point guard. She started taking over those duties last year, but as far as, you know, next year and the next several years, I expect to see Vogel in that position. But like anything, my expectations don't really mean anything. She's going to have to put in the time and effort and earn that each year.
Cross court, Denver trying to find one down low, not going to happen. Gleason in the game now for Denver.
Jayhawks really working hard on defense. We're going to see Jaden Bowes check back into this game. Jaden, a junior, along with her sister Emma.
13 seconds. Vogel, dish out. Weber. Move it. Nesbitt tries to force into Zabel. Take a bounce. Get by some coverage. 2 seconds here. See if Denver can get another shot off. Half court wise. Hit the backboard. And it's 12-7. So not out of hand, Luke. Definitely not out of hand.
No, not at all. And actually, that was a nice, Jesup ended on a nice play there. Feed inside to Zabel. Zabel's just got to get better at turning, getting her shoulders square to the rim. You know, she was pretty off balance there. Just take a little extra time, get yourself square, and make that 5-footer.
Well, I want to make note, Luke and I mentioned it earlier, but want to thank Dave and Kathy Sabers for the contribution they made to support the Jesup Legacy Fund, which is going to support the renovations of the Jesup baseball, softball complex. How many hours has that family spent out on that baseball, softball complex?
All of them. I mean, it's pretty incredible. I mean, that's the number is public, right?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. $250,000.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't releasing anything I shouldn't, but $250,000 donation.
And I can't believe the Baldwins are going to match that. It's just amazing. Larry Baldwin, I mean. Eric Clark.
We're going to do this again?
Yeah.
No, I mean, they have supported this school and athletic programs for so many years. They were very instrumental when we were raising money for the track and the football complex. Of course, we've got the Lori Ann Sabers Memorial Press Box out there that Dave and Kathy donated money for that. And, and like you alluded to, just the countless hours they've spent not only preparing kids to play athletics through years of taking them to basketball camps, baseball camps, whatever, just the continued financial support that they provide. But $250,000, that's a darn big number, and absolutely outstanding, and very thankful to have them and others like them in this community.
Yeah, I got some insight today. There's another big contribution that came through from a local organization. I don't think it's public just yet, but it's going to take that number close to $700,000 raised.
That's amazing.
So if you're looking to contribute or learn more, look up the Jesup Legacy Fund on Facebook or on the Google machine, and if not, track down Rock Sabers, Joe Smines, anybody up here at the school, they can get you in the right direction.
Track us down, we'll point you in the right direction. I don't know, Nate, I haven't seen plans for it lately, but the last plans I did see for that complex, they're pretty impressive, man. If you do decide to donate, your money's going to a great facility.
Back underway here in the second quarter as Jesup sneaking back in. 12-9 is the score. As they came back in, and Vogel got a basket in here as we came in the second quarter. 12-9 is the score. Jesup has not had any fouls just yet. Got a basket in here as we came in the second quarter.
Emma Bowes on the ground. Can't hardly believe that, right?
Jesup has not had any fouls just yet.
The girl works her tail off out there. I know sometimes she gets a little down on herself, which I don't hate. That's good motivation when you're critical of yourself and you push yourself like that. But she does also need to keep that chin up and just keep working hard.
Bring it near side, Denver with a ball. As McEwen in the game sees a turnover with Jesup and Bain bringing it back the other way. McEwen in the game. In halftime, we'll talk boys basketball with head coach Joe Smines. Jesup and Bain bringing it back the other way. Nice grab by Jaden Bowes. Bring that back. Emma has it. 3 feet, actually probably more like 4 feet off that arch, trying to make that shot.
So for those of you that might be hearing a little echo between Nate and I right now, we are aware we're
4 feet off that arch, trying to make that shot.
Diligently trying to shore that up.
We've got our best person on it.
I mean, let's be honest, it's our only person.
It's true. It's true, but we'll see what he can figure out. He seems to know what he's doing over there. Basket in, Thurm. That's her 4th point under 6 minutes first half. Peyton Youngblood. Dish out. Basket in, Thurm. That's her 4th point under 6 minutes first half. Peyton Youngblood. Dish out.
It's like maybe we've got a couple different audio sources outputting audio right now, competing with each other. So let's see if that's any better. A couple different audio sources outputting audio right now, competing with each other. So To our folks at home, we're hearing there was maybe a 3-second delay in what we say. I don't know. To our folks at home, I'm talking to my wife if anybody's trying to figure out why I sound like a moron here.
Well,
so Carrie, if you're listening, let us know if you're still hearing that delay.
Well, I'm glad you're finally giving her some attention.
Okay. I sound like a moron. So Carrie, if you're listening.
All right, 5:14 to roll. First half.
I'm glad you're finally giving her some attention.
We'll stay with it here. Steve Bain. Oh, 5:14 to roll.
The right idea.
Telegraph pass to Youngblood, but she jarred a little early.
Yeah, she was backdooring it. She had the right idea, just not on the same page.
Right idea. Telegraph pass to Youngblood. Under 5. Ball loose up top.
She was backdooring. She had
Denver.
The right idea.
I wouldn't say Denver's playing aggressive. They seem pretty calm and collecting what they're doing as far as moving that ball around.
You know, honestly, I think Denver is in a similar position. Nice feed inside Emma Bowes to Olivia Nesbitt. That was a great pass. Nice touch and nice job by Olivia to finish that off. I think who are we playing? The Cyclones?
Denver. Let's go with that.
Denver. Let's go with Denver. I think they're in a fairly similar position at this point in the year as we are. You know, they've got a lot of talent there, a lot of pieces. They're still trying to put them together, just like Jesup is. I don't think anybody who has watched Jesup the last few years and knows these girls thinks there's any shortage of talent here. It's just, you know, you alluded to it earlier. Coach Conrad, he's still trying to move the pieces around on the chessboard, see what works best, and it'll all work itself out as Peyton Youngblood, Sage Bain head to the sidelines, and Shizzle and looks like Zabel back into the game. Zabel with the rebound.
14-11. Jesup again just knocking on the door right there. Emma finds Jaden. Trying to get by one defender, take it back out. Denver aggressive defensively. And a little extra step with Emma Bowes breaking through in the paint. 14-11. And a timeout is wanted. Timeout wanted by Denver.
Is that Coach Frost?
And head coach Joseph Frost, assisted by Dave Ricketts, Kevin Ackerson. Jordan Conrad is your head coach. For the Jesup J-Hawks, Jason Pilcher, Tim Zabel, Roger Oberhauser, and Taylor Sickles, all supporting the girls basketball program here in Jesup.
And we've got Emily Treptow on staff this year.
Yeah, she's running on the middle school end of things too.
Yeah.
If I got cut off or in there, but you know, it's giving her some perspective.
One of the all-time greats from an all-around athletics standpoint at Jesup.
What a one-time top scorer, and then what, her sister took it from her?
Yep, her sister took it.
And then Laney took it from them.
Took it, so that's why records are made or created. They're made to be broken. Whatever I'm trying to say there.
It sounded good.
I think I combined a couple different sayings. Miley Thurm, 6 foot. So I believe Miley's, I know her dad, I think. I think her uncle is Chad. Or maybe Chad's her dad. One of them. I went to school at Upper Iowa a year with her uncle Chad, I believe.
There's probably a story in there somewhere.
Oh, there's plenty of stories of that year at Upper Iowa, but that's why it only lasted a year.
Yeah. Pay attention, kids.
Do as I say, not as I do.
That's a message from your Uncle Luke. 3:44 to go first half. Again, Denver and Jesup tonight. This is the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Klaber. I guess Luke Baldwin. Anthony Bond got the echo figured out, sounds like. Eric Clark running camera. Emma Bowes brings that down the paint. Left side. Zabel gets it. Oh, almost knocked away from Nesbitt, but she will hang on to it.
Yeah, we just cannot throw those passes looking directly at the recipient of the pass. The defense is just always going to be too smart at this level and jump in front of it.
16-11. Bose easing back a little bit offensively.
Move it.
Denver has moved into more of a zone press. Or a box and one, and that we'll see a whistle down low, and that's going to go against number 11, Emma Bose. That'll be her first personal foul, if not second. Second personal foul. Third for Jesup.
Peyton Weber into the game for the Jayhawks. Olivia Nesbitt to the bench. Nice job of the press break by the Cyclones there. It really helps when
come out of off of Denver.
Yeah, it helps when you've got a bunch of girls with the height that they have. They can just catch and turn and throw all the way down the court.
Outside Denver. Finding wide open. Ackerson has a touch on it. Thurm. 2:49 to go. Shot clock not quite at 10. Jesup giving a little room on zone. 5 seconds. Thurm, baseline. Bose knocks it away out of bounds. Jesup will keep it.
Emma Bose, she's like that. We talked about it last time. It's like there's more than one of her out there. She just comes out of nowhere. Good defense by the Jayhawks.
Held off that shot clock. I wondered if it was enough in there to reset that clock. 2:30, Jesup. Moving here in this first half. Jaden, little slip on that pivot foot.
Peyton, that's going to bring Peyton Youngblatt back into the game. She's going to relieve Emma Bose. Looking across the way there at some of our. Nice job by Shizzle getting in that passing lane.
Jaden gets the opportunity, left side, no good, and Zabel right in there trying to get that rebound and get it back up, but gets a foul or causes a foul.
Yeah, they're going to get Shizzle with the foul. I was looking across the way there, seeing some of the youngsters in the crowd. A lot of young athletes waiting in the wings here at Jesup.
Thurm, we're wide open far side. Johnson. Denver just calculated in their passing, their offense, taking the time. And Weber will come in, try to pull down that rebound, and we will see advantage Jesup with that foul against Thurm.
That's Thurm's second foul. And I believe she's going to head to the bench, drawing her second foul. That's going to bring in Lexi Benham, a 5'3" junior guard. So kind of swapping not height for height there. Lexi at the front of that man-to-man defense.
90 seconds. Not a high-scoring game. Denver and Jesup both just getting 4 points each this quarter. Roll it away from Emma Bose.
Jesup really doing a nice job with that swarming defense, making it difficult for the Cyclones. But the Cyclones also do a great job with the cross-court passes, getting our defense off balance from time to time and open up that three-point shot.
Shot along the right side, no good. Under a minute.
Good patience by Emma Bose to hold that up.
Emma Bose been averaging almost 5 points a game.
Go back down to her.
Been key moving that ball around the floor. Shizzle, confident in the paint, throws one up high, off the board, no good. Last 26 seconds, whistle blows. And it will stay at that south end of the floor. So
that foul, that's going to be on Channing Johnson. So that Channing's First foul of the night.
Nesbitt will come in. Last 25-4. Now there's
move.
Nesbitt. Got her
Beautiful
play
move
that she
by
needed
Nesbitt.
to do. Little one-step left side.
That's textbook right there.
5 points for her. 3-point ball game. Have outscored Denver now.
Nothing
Last
easy
shot
here at
needs
the
to
end
go
of the
up.
game.
Corner baseline, no good.
Good job, Jayhawks.
And Denver leading 16-13, and still a lot of ball game to go. As a leading scorer for Jesup, sitting there with Zabel with 5 points, 6 for Johnson for Denver. And we'll bring in head basketball coach Joe Smines.
Hey, I got two things.
Okay, let's bring it.
One, the scores table has always been off-centered, by the way.
But I never paid attention to it.
19 years. When I was at NU High, we came here and played. I can never figure it out for the life of me why it was off-centered. And now I've been here 13 and still can't figure it out.
Well, I think you pointed it out at some point.
Oh,
and I never really paid attention to it other than it's obvious. So
And I got a good kick out of you reading the boys' roster off.
Well, is that the second thing?
Yeah, then Luke followed back up with, I'm not sure what he was using for pronunciations, but I hope he's gets him hydrated here at halftime.
You all get what you pay for. That's what it is.
I got a good chuckle out of the center court thing.
So, all right. So we're coming tonight with Denver, but let's rewind to Tuesday with Hudson. And coming in minus, we had to say the elephant in the room, minus a Jack Miller.
Yep.
This is a different team.
Absolutely.
And I guess based on what you saw, practices, scrimmages, I guess, how do you feel like things started off?
Yeah, I kind of what I expected a little bit. I thought we played really good defense the first, first half for sure. We rebounded the ball well. We spent a lot of time on rebounding anyway, but this group we've spent a lot of time on offensive rebounding. We had 17 of them on Tuesday night, which is a huge number for us, something we haven't normally been very good at. That's got to continue as we move forward this season. I know we held them to basically 3 points for a majority of the first half. They had a couple shots late. Offensively, we were okay at times and a little scattered at times. Some of that was with Hudson. They did some things to us that we expected them to do to us, but at this time of the year, it's hard to really get ready for it that quickly, and that's a lot of respect for Ryan Treptow. They were trying to make it hard for him, and he's still at 25. And I thought Vogel hit some big shots for us on offense, and then the other guys did a good job of coming around. Nick Moore hit a huge three for us in the second half, something he's got better at. So definitely some bright spots, but we got to be a little bit better offensively in terms of cleaning it up. A few too many turnovers, but if we can play defense like we did in the first half and rebound like we did in the first half, and then take a little bit care of the ball, we'll have a good chance to be successful here.
Anything you were kind of experimenting with later part of the game, just to kind of try some things out, different rotation styles, things like that?
No, not necessarily that, but we had to do some things in the game that we hadn't worked on at all. Some things that Hudson did to us in the game that, later in the year you'd be more prepared for it. And I figured they would throw some junk defense at it on Ryan, and they played a little different than I thought. But we had to make some adjustments on some transition things, some inbound things that we haven't done yet, and the guys did a great job with it at halftime and in the second half of adjusting. So they played us a little box and one, a little face guard and one. That stuff's hard to practice against sometimes. It's better to do it in live situations, so that was good for us to get that. But, lineups kind of played out how I thought. I thought Brennan Oshman did a nice job for us. I don't know how many minutes he had, probably 7 to 8 minutes, but did a good job down the stretch of playing good post defense. And, we're going to need all of those guys tonight. Hopefully Abe Sullivan will play is going to keep playing for us. Braylon Seahawks and Peyton Cameron didn't get in the game on Tuesday night, but I think you'll see them at some point this year keep getting better. So it's going to take all of our roster.
Well, let's, I guess when you look at that and trying to prepare, trying to prepare for Hudson trying to prepare for you, I'll compare it to, it should be a little easier for, let's say, Denver's girls to prepare for Jesup girls because there's some people that played a lot last year.
Exactly.
Look at that game plan of how you get ready for a game like that and how you get ready for tonight.
Yeah. Hudson, luckily, we were able to, they have a brand new team, placing minus one guy who was back, and luckily we had some Jamboree film on them, and and they played a scrimmage game the week prior against Olwine, so I had a full game and a full half on them, basically kind of see what they were trying to do offensively, and that helped us a lot get ready for them to, how we want to attack teams defensively and how we prepare leading up to the game. So same thing tonight. We've been able to see Denver now twice. They played Cresco, actually 3 times. They played Cresco, they played Grundy, and then they had a Jamboree half that I watched as well. So we're kind of familiar with what they do. They do a lot less stuff than what Hudson does offensively. They like to get up and down and run the floor. They got one guy that can really go, LaFrenz. He had 40 points in a game last year, so he's got our full attention. But
he's not on the girls' team.
He's not on the girls' team.
Let's clarify that.
Oh, you guys got me a good laugh going. So somebody better go up there and tell him.
Yeah, we figured it out. I figured it out eventually when Luke said, I think they've won both games. And I looked at it and went, yeah, that's the boys' roster.
And kind of back to your game plan thing, like, early in the year, it's kind of a guessing game a little bit. And you're right, though. If you have more people back, you kind of know what they're going to do. We played Hudson last year. We knew what they were doing, who they were, everything. It's a little different. Each year, each game's a little different. The further you get into the season, the more film you got on people. So it doesn't get easier, but you get a little more familiarity with what's going on.
Go a little bit deeper on Denver. What you expect, what you've seen. Like you said, you've seen some tape, but when they're on the floor, it's what do you think you're ready for?
This is a classic Denver team. Coach Mathias has now been there maybe his 11th year, maybe. I think it's one more than I had here. Get up and down the floor. They want to score it. They want to get up and down, shoot threes, drive it, back cut you off the ball. See a little pressure tonight. See a little zone. A lot of physicality. It's a classic Denver team. They do have some new guys playing too. They got LaFrenz back and Sauerbrei back that played a lot last year against us here in the district semifinal game. And they got some new guys playing too. So it's kind of a real similar type teams. They don't have a low post presence really. I think we have the advantage inside in terms of Parker and Brennan and being able to attack inside. So should be up and down again tonight, I would assume. And this Denver team is fully capable. They beat Crestwood by 35 or 40 the first night. Then they played Grundy Center, who's going to be maybe a top 4 team in 2A, and kind of hung in that game. That game wasn't 35 until about the start of the fourth quarter, midway through the fourth quarter. So Denver's got a good basketball team again.
We talked about having to go to your roster, get through that. Ryan is a player to be paying attention to, but he was trying to get that ball to his teammates later part of that game.
Yeah, Ryan's is a true blue point guard growing up. He was always a guy who wants to move the ball. You can tell he played quarterback. He wants to distribute it. But, he's such a versatile player. He can play outside. He can play inside. He can shoot the three, hit the pull-up, and finish at the rim. So he's a tough cover, plus he's 6'3". So he's got the full package, and we can move him around. On Tuesday night he played inside a little bit offensively, and we actually played him at the 5 a little bit late in the game to try to mix up our offense against their box and one. So, and he's the smartest kid I've ever coached, maybe in terms of book knowledge. So, I got to be on top of things, otherwise he'll be on top of it. But we're fortunate to have him, and I don't know who will guard him tonight, but someone's going to try to make his life miserable, and he's really good at getting other guys involved, and we need other guys to score for us too.
Well, it's unusual. I would say the last couple seasons, but you could go 8 to 10 deep.
Yeah.
How do you manage that as a coach?
Yeah, when I first started coaching, I would tell you I wanted to have an 8-man rotation, and kind of have four guards, kind of have 3 posts, and the person that kind of floats in and out. The game has changed a lot now. We don't have a true blue. We don't have 3 or 4 true blue post players. When we split up guards and posts in practice, I got like 22 guys, and Steve has like 3 for the post. So, and then we've played a lot of 6-man rotations. This group can go 8, 9, 10 deep. It comes on personnel matchups, the flow of the game, foul trouble. What we want to do offensively and defensively. I told the guys after the game on Tuesday, it's going to take, we might play a team with 2 post players. Peyton Cameron's going to need to play a little bit more in that game probably. So, and that's not tonight. Tonight's more of a 5-guard lineup, so you might see that a little bit more. So, we have some flexibility, especially on the floor positionally, with Ryan being able to guard multiple guys. And I think Nick Morris is pretty flexible too. So, in my opinion, the best teams can do multiple things, and that's what we're trying to get to by the end of the year with this group, is be able to do multiple things.
Yeah, multiple threats in there as well. Joe, good luck tonight.
Thank you, Nate. Good seeing you.
That's head coach Joe Smines here on our halftime show. Return here in just about 90 seconds on the Jayhawks Sports Network. Girls trailing right now, Denver in varsity action, 16-13. All right, back on the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology. We close out halftime. Jesup ladies in action right now that are trailing Denver right now by a score of 16-13. Leading scorer for Jesup is Zabel. She's got 5 points. Again for Emma Zabel. It was nice that Joe, Luke, you missed it, but Joe came on at halftime. He said, I got 2 things. He goes, how could you not be aware of that scorer's table? And then he got a kick out of us about me prepping the girls' game with boys' stats.
You know what we ought to do is prep the boys' game with the girls' stats.
Yeah, I think just to be fair. And all things, equitable. Denver now going towards that south basket and missing some shots trying to have Nesbitt save one from going out.
Yeah, you don't want to try to save that ball there under the other team's hoop. That's you're giving them an opportunity at an easy 2.
Shot clock is reset. Try and post that up underneath. A nice pull down from Nesbitt. Take that away.
Yeah, and Emma Bowe's got her hand on that. She gets her hand in a lot of shots. She deflects a lot of shots. Hey, quick shout out to our friend Jay Miller, chiming in all the way from Missouri, where she's
babysitting Tommy.
Yeah. I don't know if Tommy's there or not.
Oh, he is. He is.
Is he there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, shout out to Tommy.
A little message
as well.
this afternoon of his pastime that he was involved in.
Well, they're down in Missouri watching Jack play some basketball, so glad to have them on board. I was looking across. I think Tuesday night I saw Jerry Donnelly in the stands. Either that or somebody that looked an awful lot like him.
Denver, still both teams trying to find some points here in this second half. About 1:10 into it. But Denver hit a lot of threes in that first half and early in the first half. And
Grace Mullahan
doing it right now.
One. Grace's second 3 of the night brings her total to 6 points. Move that ball.
Emma Bowes, left side of the paint, and we're going to see
foul
called against Thurm.
That's Thurm's 3rd foul of the night, and that's an early foul. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach Frost keeps her in the game or brings somebody in. Looks like he's going to roll with her. No, he's going to bring, looks like Benham back into the game.
Youngblood, Bain, Emma Bowes, Jaden Bowes, Nesbitt all started the game and started the second half.
And Channing Johnson now with a foul against Emma Bowes. So that's one thing, one of the many things Emma Bowes brings to the table. She drives, and she's so quick and crafty that it's pretty easy to pick up a foul on her.
Way up high, Jaden gets that inbound and hits the top of that backboard to hit the whistle, but she had the opportunity there and she took it. I don't know if you know this, Luke, but
probably not.
You'll miss all the shots you don't take.
Are you serious?
Nice. I was trying to mix up, that, how could I gel 2 phrases together like you were able to earlier on, but.
Sorry, there was a flurry of action there. Jaden Bowes with the steal, and then I think maybe was partly responsible for taking her sister Em out. Another steal by Olivia, and a nice basket by Sage Bain in there. So, but you're absolutely right. I checked the notes on that, and you're right. You do miss all the shots you don't take.
You fact checked that on me?
Yes.
I didn't know we were fact checking.
You know me. I'm all about spitting truths.
You ran that through your AI machine, did you?
Yep.
Just to verify it? Good for you. Use your resources. 5:20 to go. Emma Bowes really posting up, trying to mix up Denver a little bit, and we're going to see an over and back, and
I really
Emma
don't,
is just focused.
Yeah, I don't know what we're running here for a defense, if it's like a box and one or what's going on, but Emma is everywhere. She is going to come out of the game now, and Vogel takes her place. Dylan Vogel, again, freshman guard for the Jayhawks.
Jaden Bowes has that.
There, take
And
it right
Vogel
up.
is
There
not
you go.
afraid to take it in there. Bain gets her hand on it, trying to knock it away, but keeping that press going at the end of the floor. Nesbitt gets back to cover that south basket and really spreading Denver out offensively, and some confusion. You could see
Coach
Monahan kind of wondering what was going on.
Coach Frost says, guys, I'm not a teammate. Don't throw me the ball.
19-15.
What a turnaround in defensive effort from, Tuesday night, second, third quarter, huh?
Yeah, definitely
This
a
is
change.
more like what we saw in that fourth quarter, and maybe even a step better. Ooh, take that, Olivia.
Yeah,
That's
she
your
had the
shot, girl.
opportunity, but Vogel going to come baseline, has a presence, sees where Emma Bowes is. And now Zabel waits for it, draws it, and will go to the free throw line.
That was a beautiful seal by Zabel. She got herself a little too deep under the hoop there. But, hey, draw the foul and send yourself to the line. See if we can make this a 3-point game or a 2-point.
Free throw. Automatic for her. Take her to 4 total tonight.
Jay's in the house.
Seems excited. Zabel's next one in there. Total of 5. 2-point ball game. Haven't been this tight since early in the game. Well, actually, there was never a 2-point margin. First basket Denver had was a 3-pointer.
Go.
Nice pressure from Bowes. Here comes Vogel. That right-hander finds Zabel. Now Bowes. He's going to see that foul in the paint. That'll be the third personal or third team foul for 4th-team foul for Denver. Third one against Johnson.
Jesup picking up the intensity on the offensive end too, and it's really making it hard on the Denver defense.
Zabel, nice heads-up play. After that one got knocked away by Monahan. Driving baseline, forces it in, and get her another basket.
Heck of a take by Zabel, and that was some really good defense by Bailey Monahan. You can't do much better than that without committing a foul.
Tied it up 19-19 here.
And I think they're going to get that. No, that was Vogel they got with the foul. So Vogel's first foul. Jaden.
Timeout wanted.
Coach Frost says things are not going in the right direction. We're going to talk things over.
So there was a pork fundraiser tonight for the FFA in the media center. I don't know if you partook or not.
I didn't. I forgot.
I kind of forgot about it too.
How was it? Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, I was popcorn. I was on a popcorn budget tonight.
I had a little turkey roll up before I came up here. I would have much rather had the pork tenderloin.
So they're pushing this stuff right now. Get those items out, raise a little more money. Got a tour of the new building this week. Shop spaces in the high school office, the music room, and the auditorium. So that's all coming along.
Anything opening up yet, or after Christmas maybe?
As far as
I don't know.
What does that mean, Luke? Open up.
Well, like the new shop space. Are the kids going to be in there?
Oh, that won't be till next year, but we'll start moving stuff towards the end of the year. But it looks like it's supposed to.
Good.
The auditorium doesn't slope the other way.
Yeah, that's
or have a oblong stage in the wrong direction. So they did good work there. Emma Bowes, left side, pulled down by Zabel.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. Looking for some second chance, third chance, fourth chance baskets.
Hit it. Get in there, girl.
Jaden. Wow. Bounced in.
What a rebound.
Got kind of knocked around a little bit, but she was able to push that through. That's her first basket of the game. Jesup with a lead, 21-19.
You know, Jaden Bowes is the kid that's really come a long way since her freshman year as well. You know, I remember looking back, you know, not that I was comparing her and her sisters, but early on, I think she was probably kind of in that third position amongst her and her sisters, and man, she's really put in the time, and she's right there now.
2:30 to go, third quarter. Yeah, I agree with you, definitely, Luke. How far she's come and developed, and kind of player she is, as she'll come get some rest. Weber comes out along with Shizzle.
And she's got so much quicker, too. Get out of there. Goodness. I shouldn't say that. Nice shot, Channing Johnson.
Keeps going through. Johnson.
Help her out.
9 total for her. They take back the lead. Coach Conrad, a quick coaching comment to Shizzle. And Zabel at the free throw line. Only 2 Jesup J-Hawks in that lane.
Dylan Vogel really doing a nice job of distributing the basketball. Sometimes you get a young kid like that who's got good handles. They have a tendency to do too much dribbling and not enough, you know, executing of the offense. She's really doing a nice job of the ladder.
Pressure from Emma Bowes, and Vogel gets a quick hand on after that assist over from Shizzle.
There you go,
but,
kid.
She keeps fighting.
Get yourself a pair.
Tied up at 22. Every foul is going to send them to the free throw line. They are in the bonus. Just off the left side of that iron. And a freshman on the floor. What kind of player is she going to be in 4 years, Luke?
Good one.
With a free throw in. This isn't something we haven't seen before of freshmen coming in and showing their skill sets and being in that starting or in that varsity lineup for 4 years.
Well, you look at the floor right now, Nate, you've got a freshman, 2 sophomores, well, Zabel's a sophomore too. You had a freshman and 3 sophomores.
Watch out North Iowa Cedar League here in the next 3 years, including this year. And 23-22, Jesup again with the advantage. Shot attempt up from Mullihan, no good. Ball pulls in from Mullihan. Shot from Johnson, another 3.
Man, gotta always have her.
12 points.
Jesup doing a really nice job in defense, switching on screens, helping each other out, talking, but you cannot leave Johnson.
Forever double team, going to lose that ball. Both teams in the bonus.
There's Johnson backside.
Yep, don't want another 3, but we get to see it come through, and to Jesup's detriment. She's got 15 points.
Looking down at Coach Conrad, just you can see the frustration, wondering how are we letting that girl run loose.
Denver with a 5-point advantage after having a 2-point lead at the 2:40 mark. Nesbitt comes in along with Peyton Weber.
Peyton Youngblood. Peyton Weber, Peyton Youngblood. We got all the Peytons. Don't we have another? No.
No. Under 30 seconds. Vogel controlling the dribble. Seeing some tight defense. Change off to Weber. Actually, Weber to Youngblood. 10 seconds on that clock.
Come on.
Shot clock is down.
Timeout.
And pulled that foot. Travel. I thought, yeah, you said that, and I thought it would have been a time to call a timeout.
You got to get a stop here.
3 seconds.
Put it up.
Benning
Put it up.
had it, and Bain tries for that last shot and doesn't go.
That was a good steal nonetheless. You didn't want to allow him another 2 points on the board before the fourth and final period here.
28-23. Jesup tied it up at the 3:40 mark at 19 and took the lead a minute later, 21-19. Leading score 15 points so far for Johnson, but that's been all 3-pointers, Luke.
Yeah, she's got a heck of a stroke, man. That 15 points. But we got to find a way to keep her in check. Every shot she's taken has just been wide open. And I hate to be too critical because the girls are really doing a nice job of defending, just playing chaos defense almost. But the most lethal shooter is the one that we're not covering up.
Jesup is outscored by Denver 12-10 in that third stanza.
That's a good ball game.
Yeah, it's tight in there, and it's those threes.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's conversation of how you're covering number 22. Can't leave her out there. She has been consistent from the arch. Jaden Bowes, Emma Bowes, Youngblood, Bain, Nesbitt. 5 starters back in. But we have seen
There you go.
9 deep. And
Big
that's
shot.
a shot they needed.
Big shot from Jaden Bowes.
Get her 4 points in there.
Oh, that's a push. Come on, guys. 3 out there. Somebody's got to call that. Okay, he did.
So Johnson, that may be her 4th, and it is. So they will sit her on the floor, which
That's big.
that needed to happen.
Yeah, that's a big one. Bailey Mullahan back in for the Cyclones. Bailey at the top, defending ball.
Sage has it. Little into Nesbitt from Peyton.
Beautiful feed by Peyton Youngblood.
We're tied up.
Nice steal seal by Olivia Nesbitt.
Next week, Jesup will be at Owine for a doubleheader on Tuesday, and at Sumner Fredericksburg on Friday. And then girls actually Saturday of next week will be at Turkey Valley on the road to Union. So they get a 4-game stretch on the road beginning next week.
As officials, I'm not a great judge of officiating because I'm half blind, but I feel like they've done a pretty solid job here tonight. I mean, both teams playing aggressively, Jesup in particular on defense, and I feel like they've called them right.
6:45 to go in the game.
Youngblood thought about that 3.
Emma caught on the ground, gets right back up, tries to get after that ball, and that will be the 4th personal against Emma Bowes. And we will see Shizzle come in.
Such a strong defender, but she just comes in so hot sometimes. She's going for the tie up there, force a jump ball, but you got to be smart about it. Trap her.
6:30, get across midcourt with Mullahan. And this Jesup team, they just are a diesel engine. They start slow, and you see them trying to really finding their way, really gelling. I don't want to say gelling because that's not a good diesel term, but
Yeah.
Really getting some things moving along here.
It is the right time of the year to use that
That's
term,
right.
though.
That's right. Oh, you can't say that. Shizzle old Bain left side, and Peyton almost should have looked at that basket first before she opted to that pass, as that one gets taken away. Set up at 28.
Push off.
We'll pull in. Thurm can make the shot, draws the foul. And with the rules that is now over a year old, if you're joining saying, well, I thought they were in the bonus. Well, that resets now at the quarter. There isn't a 1-and-1 anymore. You get 5 fouls, you go to the free throw line no matter what.
And you do continue to shoot 2 on a shooting foul, like always, as Emma Zabel and Peyton Weber check in. We see Olivia Nesbitt, Sage Bain head to the bench for a breather. 28 all. Man, what a battle, mate.
Yeah, you got a high-ranked team here in the state. Granted, it's early in the season.
Number 8, is that right?
That's what I understand. Early season ratings, I trust them as about as much as I can lift you and take you down this ladder.
I put my money on you. If I go down up here, break a hip or something, I think you'll sling me over your back and get me down. Or we both pile up at the bottom of the stairs. One way or the other, we're going down.
I appreciate the belief that you have in me. I'll probably just have Anthony. I'll probably just have Anthony get on his little fireman radio and
we got a couple of firemen up here.
Yeah, they know how to do that stuff.
Here's the thing, though, all the
Clark's
smack.
like an ant over there. He can carry 12 times his weight. I think.
All the smack we talked about them up here, they're just chucking us straight over the edge.
That's pretty much what's going to happen.
We're taking the fast way down.
They'd probably even push in the bleachers to do it.
Oh, nice pass by Shizzle.
Youngblood holding that foot as he gets it out to Jaden Bowes. Missed shot. Denver will pull it in. Pressure from Zabel. Ball is loose. Coverage by Bowes again. And Shizzle gets a little close. She'll get the foul.
I don't even dislike that foul. That's effort. Second foul on Shizzle. 4th team foul. Peyton Youngblood's going to take a trip to the bench for a breather as Vogel comes in.
Denver's got about 8 deep, it seems. Ball gets loose in that corner and going to be stepping on the line, and that will reset the shot clock. Give Jesup now the opportunity.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to try to get the ball up the court amongst this Jesup squad. They are feisty.
Vogel wide open. Right
Boom!
in there.
The freshman with the big 3.
6 points for her. Under 4 minutes to play. 31-28. Jesup trying to prevent Denver from coming back. Mullahan with a far pass goes into the Jesup crowd. Out of bounds. Shizzle inbounding. And we'll see Vogel bring that ball up the court, sophomore. Freshman, sophomore, junior, sophomore, all on the floor. Timeout wanted by Coach Conrad.
Man, nice work, Jayhawks. You guys are putting a game together here. This is just flat-out defensive effort. I used the term chaos earlier, and that's pretty much what it is. I do not envy these Cyclone gals trying to get the ball up the court. And they're getting fouled a lot, and we're getting called a lot. But still, when you have to deal with that over and over and over, it starts becoming a head game.
Students dressed up in their tropical attire tonight.
Beach night, I guess.
Something like that. You should have wore your
I know
your Jesup Hawaiian-esque shirt tonight instead of Tuesday night.
I didn't plan ahead. Well, honestly, I just was not self-informed. As you know, I don't plan very well.
Or anybody informed you.
I don't expect anybody else to inform me, but
it would be nice. It would be nice.
Yes, I'm not good at even informing myself.
So it's coming up that it's they're allowing alumni and other people to be a part of the pep band coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw today. I thought that might be a good chance for you to bust out your band outfit. You know, from the
I don't
archives.
have it anymore.
You got rid of it.
I don't have it anymore.
Okay, all right.
I still, every now and then you send me that picture of Dumb and Dumber up in the press box.
Yeah.
That was a great picture, though, man.
If you know what we're talking about, go to our Facebook page, start going through the photos from about 4 years ago. You'll see it. 31-28. Jesup.
That was
being conservative.
Those were new band uniforms that year, and I thought, we wanted to give them a little publicity. I may have not done the band uniform justice, but the band sure did.
Denver 9 seconds on that shot clock.
Johnson is back in the game, if you didn't notice.
He's got 4 personal fouls, turn around the paint, hits the rim, but Jaden comes in behind and will knock it out. So Denver will have the ball back with a new shot clock.
Heck of a defensive effort. I keep saying that, but just really impressed by the Jayhawks on D tonight.
Johnson covered by Vogel. In that far side zone. Back to 25 seconds on that shot clock.
Mullahan can make that.
And she didn't call it, but they're going to count it. Mullahan with a 3.
They were daring her, and she can make that.
Give her 9 total, and it's tied at 31. Low-scoring game.
Whoa. Travel.
And Mullahan pulls that foot. I see some frustration there.
Emma Bowes, Olivia Nesbitt checking back into the game for the Jayhawks. And Coach Frost, he's going to take a full minute timeout to talk things over.
He's got that, 2:19. Leading score right now, 15 points, the same as what we had at halftime with Johnson, who ended up in foul trouble as we got into that second half. Mullahan in there at 9. 8 points for Zabel on the floor. But, it's... And what's going to be interesting with this team, Luke, as we're looking at it, is it's not going to really be about one player. There's going to be each game. I feel like we're going to see a different who's your leading scorer, who's on the assist end, who's on the rebound end, spreading the wealth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've got so many girls that can give you valuable minutes. I mean, tonight, of course, on the defensive end, which is where I think we're either going to. If we win this game, a lot of it's going to be due to our defense. But you really got to look at a girl like Emma Bowes, Marley Shizzle, who else? Vogel. I mean, those 3 in particular have just done a tremendous job on defense. And that's not taking anything away from the others because we're playing full team defense. Everybody's switching and moving and calling out screens and getting down and just doing a phenomenal job. And then on offense, for the most part, we're taking care of the ball. It's a low-scoring game, so you don't have – whoever wins this isn't going to be scoring a ton of points.
Bowes a little push in and Nesbitt and draws the foul. Jesup not in the bonus, however, Denver is.
That's foul number 4 on Thurm.
Not a shooting foul. Or an opportunity to shoot.
So with 2 to go, Thurm and Johnson, both 4 fouls, and then Emma Bowes for the Jayhawks also with 4.
Yes, but turn around, free throw length, hits it.
She's fired up. Keep feeding her.
I feel like you've said that before. It's like you have a sense. Johnson double team in that corner, kind of watch the control on that. Push into Thurm, gets the basket, gets the foul, and
that's an impressive play by Miley Thurm.
So we'll see here go to the free throw line. It's tied up at 33. Denver looking to take back that lead.
It's a mature move. Catch the ball, keep it high, turn, go up, draw the foul.
Yeah, it looked like Jesup almost a little uncontrolled defensively as that free throw comes in. And Thurm, 7 total on her line. 1:38 to go. Emma Bose back to Vogel. Breaks through, draws the foul.
I think they're going to get...
She kind of got hobbled up a little bit, looks like, on that right side.
I believe that was Bailey Mullahan. No, I stand corrected. That was Grace Mullahan.
3rd personal. So that would not... I wondered if they're going to get her on a shooting. I think there's a question.
I think that was on the ground.
Okay. So Coach Conrad kind of checking what his timeout situation is, and he's going to take a full timeout. And 93 seconds to go. It's a good time to do it.
Man, I feel like Dylan Vogel has grown at least a year in just this game. She's really making some mature decisions with the ball. Like I said earlier, she looks like a darn point guard out there.
Jesup has outscored Denver so far 10-6. Boys basketball teams waiting in the wings. Denver and Jesup. We'll have that for you next on the Jesup J-Hawks Sports Network, presented by Heartland Technology. There'll be a new link on YouTube that you got to go to, or a new, you call it a link or a feed? You would feed or a
fire up a new
deal?
I don't know.
There's a new deal.
There's a new deal. There's a new thing.
Facebook as well. I need to refresh your browser, as they say.
The blue and orange new deal.
Something like that. Did you see Ariel Oshner's shoes? His orange and blue.
Yeah, those are solid.
Jordan. He said they're actually Florida Gator shoes, but the colors fit. Emma in the paint.
Good drive. Get in there.
Gets it up and draws the foul. She will go to the free throw line.
Knock these down, girl.
.125 to go in the game. Just take her time. Looking to tie it up with this one.
Yeah. Today is National Microwave Oven Day. Wow,
Who knew?
We're really reaching for days.
There was a meeting about it. 118. Denver head Johnson has it. Mullahan. And they are going to try and keep this as long as they have, I'm sure. As they find an opportunity like that with Mullahan. Comes that left side. And
what a cut by Bailey Mullahan. Backdoor.
Jesup with it. Vogel tries to get in. Jesup will collide, and it's a wide open.
That's a knockout.
Wide open shot that Denver unable to convert on, but they get their own rebound. And Bose fighting for that last, fighting not to get that last foul.
Yeah, Emma and Dylan smacked heads. I thought they were both out cold for a second there.
Yeah, Ackerson came kind of wide open on her own trying to get there, and yeah, Vogel, you kind of see her. She's still kind of there, but maybe not there. We'll bring Peyton Weber in. It's kind of seems a little woozy. Just where they collided. And athletic training staff will come in and check on her.
She's fine. Just let her go. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. We don't need you.
We're going to do this old school.
Here, have a drink of water. Officials having a conversation. Are they trying to gauge?
In all seriousness, though, it's one of those situations. I always wonder what's the appropriate time to stop the clock. You know, stop play when you got two girls collide like that. Almost looked like they were both knocked out for a second, which thankfully they weren't. But play must go on, I guess.
40.2 seconds to go in the game. Jesup and Denver both in the bonus. Denver with the lead. They had it most of the game until 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Jesup tied it up, took a lead a minute later. Denver took it back. Jesup's had it back. We've had a number of opportunities and times in the clock where it was tied up. Johnson trying to get open.
Turn.
And she will have it. 38 seconds. And Jesup's going to have to give a foul to try and stop this.
Pretty decent defense by Peyton Weber there, though, but she did leave her feet, and with that, you're going to get called with the body. Olivia Nesbitt, Emma Zabel set to check into the game after the first free throw here. Thurm, 2 shots. She will get the first. Peyton Weber, Sage Bain to the bench. So we are back to our, not quite our starters. Sage Bain, of course, started. Emma Zabel in her place at the moment.
That free throw in for Thurm. 9 total, 38-33. Not the situation we thought we'd be in a minute ago.
Can't hold the ball. You got to do something, girls.
Weber has it, 23 seconds.
Hit it.
Got to get a shot off. It's a deep three that goes through.
Nails it.
Coach Conrad wants a timeout.
It's a little longer than I was wanting them to hold that ball, but man, if you're going to take that time, then make the shot, and she sure did make it. That was almost a Caitlin Clark three-pointer.
That was almost from logo, but
at very least a Jack Miller three-pointer.
38-36. And yeah, you could give a quick foul, roll the dice that they only make one, come back down, try for a 3 to tie it.
Yeah, I think if it's me, I'm trying to steal the inbounds play. I'm going to let them get it in, but if I don't get that turnover, I don't know. I'm no coach.
You've been a coach.
Yeah, if you don't get that turnover fairly quickly, though, you may have to try something. The problem is there's no fouls to give here. It's 2 shots, so you almost got to try to.
Yeah, you're just rolling the dice on a missed free throw. They're looking to go down to the floor. Jesup aggressively trying to get that ball to stop, knocks out of bounds. Off the hand of Weber, Denver will have it. Shot clock is off, 11.3. And timeout wanted by Denver.
Full timeout.
Denver on the schedule. Tuesday night, host New Hartford, bring Wapsie Valley in. That rivalry game a week from tonight. Head over to Hudson and then host Dunkerton and Columbus Catholic before the holiday break sets in. That's sneaking up on us. How's your holiday shopping going?
It's about the same as it always is this time of year.
Just not done anything with it yet?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I like to wait till the last second, so I'm super motivated.
Like most things. You're just sitting at home with your marpoles and your falafels or whatever it is. Swoop waffles. Is it swoop waffles, Anthony? Swoop waffles. Okay. He's got some swoop waffles he's picked up.
I might have a few marples waiting. I didn't want to bring them this early in the season, but
yeah, it's early. maybe when we get to the Gladbrook game on the 20th, if you find it in your interest. Might be a wrestling meet in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got wrestling coming up
Tomorrow.
Is it next week? No. I don't know.
Is there a meet here tomorrow?
Tournament.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Jesup does have a meet here tomorrow, but not a broadcasting meet.
Hosting the varsity tournament here. AWSR, Central Springs, Clear Lake, Iowa Valley, Lake Mills, Regina, all here.
So Emma Bowes did foul out. It's unfortunate. It's really not the girl you want fouling out, obviously. You don't want anybody to foul out, but would have been nice if we could have had somebody else on the ball there, but sometimes that's just the way it plays out. So Jaden Bowes in for Emma Bowes, and then we've also got Carmen Nearing into the game for the first time to provide a foul if need be.
We throw in, 4-point game.
Okay, so you got to take that shot, Youngblood.
Baseline, Bowes up, missed shot, clock will run out, and Jesup fought hard again, 40-36 against a highly touted Denver team, and you got to give them a lot of credit, Luke.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, both teams, that was a fun game to watch. Obviously, I would love to see the Jayhawks come out on top, but two surprisingly evenly matched teams there, and I'm just really impressed with Jesup's defensive effort. That could have easily gone the other way, and that's something, we talked after the last game about that fourth quarter defensive effort. That's something they can take and build on, and they sure did do that. I wouldn't hang my head after that loss. That was a fun game. Proud of the girls. They played hard tonight. They just came out a little short, but get back at it and get the next one.
Jesup again losing 40-36. They will go to 1-2 on the season, on the very young season, and travel to Owine on Tuesday. Jesup did outscore the Cyclones in that fourth quarter, 13-12. Leading scorer for Denver was Johnson with 16 and 9 points. Our leading scorer, I believe, for Olivia Nesbitt. Coming up, boys basketball next, right here on the Jesup J-Hawks Sports Network. You'll have to close this one out, launch a new one. We'll be back for that. For Luke Baldwin and our on-site producer Anthony Bond, camera operator Eric Clark, I'm Nate Kleberg from the upper patio here in the Jesup Gym. Watch us again on Facebook or on YouTube. This is the Jayhawks Sports Network from Heartland Technology, music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks and good evening.